Okay guys, what's up? It's Eric here, and we were fortunate enough to get our hands on DiRT Rally today. I'm a big racing game fan, and I'm really looking forward to this newest installation into the DiRT series. They've always had very nice artwork, and they're kind of like their own thing with the whole rally scene, and I'm really looking forward to this game. So this isn't a full issue game. There's definitely some things that are going to be added on. This is kind of an early release, so let's jump in and see what's going on with the cars, the maps, the artwork, and everything. So we're going to go to a custom event and rally it up. And let's go to Wales first. And how about a little forest course? Okay, so this is really cool. They have different eras of cars and different classes of cars. So they have the 60s. We'll run through these quickly. We have the Mini Cooper S and the Lancia. So they have really cool paint jobs, rally paint jobs going. So 70s, we have some cool looking cars, a Fiat, a Ford, and a Lancia. We got the 80s BMW, the Ford Sierra, little Group B, little hatchback division, it seems like. These are pretty cool. They do seem like they're... I'm gonna have to give these a try eventually. I don't think I'm gonna go with them right away. We have the Ford, a Group A, Ford, a Subaru. This is the car that is on the cover of the game. So maybe we'll use that one to get going. And another Lancia. So it seems like there's obviously some manufacturer deals that went on in this game. In the newest class, there's the Ford Fiesta and the Mini Cooper Countryman Rally Edition, which I'm going to get to eventually, one of these cars, but for the sake of authenticity, let's go with the flagship car of the game, the Subaru WRX, which is one of my favorite cars. I have a couple friends that have them. They are an absolute blast to drive in. I highly suggest getting behind the wheel of one if you've never had before. And no, Subaru is not paying me to say that. Today I'm playing on an Xbox One controller, playing on a Steam on PC. So we do have access to a steering wheel, a gaming wheel, which we would like to activate for this game and have a little Shacknews hot lap, perhaps a little office battle. So this car looks super nice. No complaints there. Got to look at that little Twitter and Facebook. That's a nice little piece of self-marketing there by them, I gotta say. The landscape looks beautiful. You see these wind turbines in the background, you know, nice vistas. You have some guys that are actually moving here. It looks like they're having a conversation. So yeah, let's get to driving and see what's going on.
Right 4 long, 60 over bumps.
So the first thing you'll notice is the Copilot you have with you is super helpful and super active, and for me this is huge. I've always hated in racing games when you have the little diagram of the map on the left side of the screen, and in order to kind of get ahead of the game and see what turns are coming up, you have to take your eyes off the course to look at the map and figure out what's up. But as you can see here, there's not even a map on the screen. There's no map anywhere on the screen. So it's just you and your guy, which I'm a big fan of, to be honest. That brings a level of realism to the game that I really enjoy. The fans up there look really good. So I'll let you listen to him here so you can kind of get an idea of what his input's going to be throughout the game.
Left 6 over bump. 100 past lay-by. Crest left 4. Into right 6 stay mid over crest. Into right 6 130.
So this is something I've noticed. There's a lot of these like teeter-totter moments in the game when you kind of get trapped on these like edges. There's a lot of this. Literally, like the entire way when I was getting going, I was getting trapped a lot. So the first observation I would have of that is there's a lot better reward for staying safe and putting a little extra brake on if needed, as I slide off the course again. But there's definitely an incentive to be a safer driver around the corners, because the elevated corners on the edge of the course really will throw you off. They'll throw you off the ledge. They'll throw you off. They'll throw you completely off the course, which can end up costing you, 7 or 8 seconds just getting back onto the course as it is. So it's worth the extra second of braking to avoid, the 7, 8, 9 second penalty you'll get for leaving the course. So as you can see, the damage is starting to take a little effect. Look at that, our right rear bumper there is kind of getting a little flaky. I will give a couple run into some obstacles, see if we can get an idea about the damage. Okay, maybe that was a little too much damage. I didn't realize it was quite that sensitive, but half of my car's on the ground over there. I'd like to see what that looks like in the front now. Okay, so we're steaming up. You got the radiator showing. All fenders and front bumpers are gone, which is quite interesting. But I really like to see that. I've always enjoyed in racing games having damage that affects the performance of the cars. I hate it when you can just bash through a wall or bash into a car and nothing really happens, or there's like some cheesy canned animation of damage. This damage seems to be really reflective of what's going on, and I think that's, for a game, especially a rally game, when so much damage happens to the cars, even in real life races, it's so huge. I've had a few tire blowouts in my just getting to know the game, and I can really appreciate that. So here's one of those times where it's kind of a weird feeling getting back on the course. So I should have used more caution there. But back to the damage. I've gotten it to a point where the tires themselves actually come off of the wheel in its entirety. So I've had to finish races on bare rims, which, although it's a pain in the ass and it kind of sucks, if you're in the middle of the forest and you're racing a car, these kind of things are going to happen. So I can't knock the damage in this game. I think it's really cool. Again, see right here. This is what I'm talking about. This is not good. I'm not feeling the getting stuck and not being able to get back on the track thing. Because what am I going to do here? I got to back out. I got to come all the way back through here. I can't even get back up on the course. I literally can't. This is the best rally car in the world, and I can't even get up a 4-foot hill to get back up on the course. I understand punishing people for driving off the course, but this is definitely a little bit much. So they'll recover your car eventually, put you back on the road. But I understand that they want the game to be difficult and they don't want people cutting corners and stuff. But the penalty really is really a lot. But hey, you gotta get used to it, it's real life. So this little forest section here is really super cool. I mean, I'll stop here so we can kind of just look at the whole landscape. But I mean, if we just kind of look around here, I wish it would let me kind of get a closer look to that tree. Stay there. So yeah, I mean, I can't ask for much more than that in terms of an artistic styling from a forest course. I mean, look at that. You're all the way in there. While we're here and while we're stopped, let's take a look at some different camera views. We have this one just a little further away. We have this, which is what I call the hood ornament view. I've never loved this view in racing games. It's kind of just, you can't see anything going on with the car. You can't see how the car is reacting to the landscape. So I've never really gotten along with this view. If you have input on why this view would be at all useful, I'm all ears. This is also kind of the same deal. It's just the hood in front of you. You can't see anything going on with the car. So once again, I'm not going to be using much of this. This is just a cracked windshield with, you know, all this does is limit my visibility. I have no real use for this. I can't see my gauges. I can't see my partner. I have very limited visibility in the windshield. I would never use this either. Okay, so now we have the cockpit view, this is really pretty. So we have the driving gloves on. We have the gauges. Looks like we even have like a little stock AC unit down there. He's got a little notepad out. Look at that. You can see his notes, which is really cool. I wonder if he ever changes the pages to that notebook. Maybe I'll take a look again in a little while. I'll see that right down in the middle of the page. It looks like 60 by 60, something like that, exclamation point. We'll check back on that in a little bit when we're further down the course to see if he's turned the page. That would be really cool if he actually has a full book of notes for this game. So I think this is the last view from the one that we started with. I'll give a little bit of the first person here. So it definitely sounds different. You can hear the banging around in the car a little bit. I really like the way that the windshield looks. The crack looks really good. So a lot of times in racing games, I've had not issues, but I've felt that the first person view is, you know, a lot of times a lot to handle, especially if you're looking at a map off the screen for directions. But being the fact that you can just listen to your spotter, I find this first person mode a lot more appealing than most other first person modes in racing games. Okay, that's a very realistic crash. So let's see if we can get back on the course. So that was the easiest I've ever actually gotten back on a course, and I didn't even see where I was going. Okay. Oh, I didn't listen. He said left. Like I said, I do feel I like this first-person view because I don't have to look anywhere but the road. And I really am looking forward to getting the racing wheel hooked up and using this view because it'll be completely immersive. You know, you throw headphones on and you're driving a steering wheel with actual pedals. It's going to be, you know, it's a completely different experience, which I am absolutely looking forward to. But I have to say, this game looks freaking beautiful. Not sure why we have the windshield wipers on, or if that's, you can even toggle that. But they seem to be temperamental. Like they turn on by themselves at some points. But in terms of a forest course, I mean, this is really all I could ask for. This has been absolutely beautiful the entire way. I'm gonna back out of the car a little bit here so I can kind of get my bearings a bit. Stop squinting for a little. Okay, so right there I was just on the edge, like barely on the edge of the course, and it kicked me right off. It kicked me off right into the woods. And now it's this, you know? How am I supposed to deal with that? Continues and tightens to 4. Keep right over jump maybe. Left 6, right 6. Keep left over jump maybe. Once again, I mean, I barely touched the lip there and it sent me flipping off the course. I mean, I have no problem with that really, because they're looking for, you know, to make it as real as can possibly be. So let's look now at the damage. So it looks like my front right door is even open a little bit. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize that was going on. I have no tire in the back. I don't even have a rim. I have zero right rear right now. That is, I mean, I gotta say, that's pretty cool. The muffler's dragging along the ground. The back left taillight is busted. The right passenger door is open. Right 4. This is cool. I definitely like, I'm feeling the damage.
Left 640 bump.
I don't know how I'm supposed to. It's cool that they still.
Right 3 long past junction. Into left 6.
It's cool that you could still kind of at least keep it on the course.
Right 5 long 60.
I don't have a rear tire. So, as you can tell, at this point, if this is a real race, a real rally,
Keep right over jump.
you'd be screwed. You know, you can't just reset your car and, you know, make a tire change. You know, you can't. They make you earn it, and reckless driving is penalized. And I really don't have a problem with that. I like to see it, actually. So we're really chugging along now. This has been interesting.
Right 4 crest.
Look at that. I mean, this is rally racing. The chassis detached from the car. I can't even accelerate. I got one active wheel. I mean, I hadn't even seen. I had beaten up some cars pretty good trying to learn how to play this game, but this is as bad as it's been. I'm flooring it right now. This is full throttle. Full throttle, 14 miles an hour in a Subaru WRX. So I would venture as far to say that that is some of the most realistic damage I've ever seen in a game, because they definitely have games that have it, but I've never seen a game where the wheel will literally come off a car. Like I popped a tire before, and the tire got shredded up by the rim, so I had to finish just on a bare rim. But I mean, this is crazy. This is full throttle. Full throttle right here, folks. 14 miles an hour. Wow. We're not even gonna make it up the hill. We're not gonna make it. Look at this, full throttle. Full throttle. They're suggesting retirement. Look at this. Wow. Okay, so while we're rolling along at this speed, I gotta say, I'm really impressed with pretty much everything that I've seen so far, besides the fact that it's so damn hard to get back on the course once you jump over any kind of median. The Copilot is awesome. From what I've seen of the tracks and art, it is really sweet, beautiful game. The responsiveness to the controls is excellent. I originally started with no anti-lock brakes and no active stability control. It got a little out of hand, so I had to just give myself. I put those both at the middle setting of about 3, and I was feeling really good about it. But all in all, I'm super excited about this game, especially now that I know that your freaking wheels can fall off. So I'm definitely gonna keep playing this game, and I will be back for you guys with a Shacknews battle where I promise you guys that I will smoke Joe Torado in a race in this game. I'm saying it now. It's gonna happen. We're gonna fire up the racing wheel. We're gonna get on a night track in some dirt, and we're gonna go at it, and we're gonna see who the best driver at Shacknews is. But all in all, I had a great time playing this game today. I'm definitely gonna play more, especially with the driving wheel, and we'll be back with more of this, and look forward to that battle, because it's not even gonna be a battle. I'm just gonna dust this guy off the course. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'd say it's definitely worth taking a look at this game if you're into racing. We just scratched the surface pretty much on tracks and cars, so there's plenty more to explore here. But all in all, I gotta say, it was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and for more sneak peeks at games and all your video game needs, check out shacknews.com.